Recording now.
Now.
The last recorded session. So for everybody that's been watching, all that 10,000 of you that have been watching week after week.
All four of you.
Thank you for watching. We're going live. We're going in person next week. I will do little updates.
It's for the studio audience.
Yep, exactly. No, Mark, we're gonna set up like a bunch of like grid work and cameras and lighting and things like that. big screens in the background. There is something I've
coming soon. Season 5.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen something, and Daniel, you probably read this on some of the Reddits or whatever. It's something they call like the Matt Mercer effect, and it's not necessarily a great thing, right? It's like he sets the bar so high, and like people are like, you gotta remember, he's a professional voice actor, for crying out loud, like with a production company behind him. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The best I can do is his hairstyle, right? If I just take my hat off.
You gotta like that, Ryan.
I can do that.
Like that. You got more than one.
Well, I think once I get my second dose, the locks are going to be. Although now I'm kind of curious. I'm watching the Dragon Con here. I rep last year's. I'm watching the Dragon Con threads to see Ryan, what's going to happen.
They have said they want to go through with it as of the last posting I saw a couple of days ago. But the thing that doesn't bode well is, of course, Gen Con just got canceled for this year.
Oh, it did.
Second year in a row. I mean, obviously Comic Con is, but that's in the that whole April May time frame or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, I've given up my hotel that I had. I lost that, but I got my refund and I've got my tickets. Or I'll get my postcards for this year, but I don't know about the whole 4 days in the hotel and all that stuff, man.
I know, man. I know.
I mean, for those people that already get the Concred, imagine.
I know.
Concred times 1,000.
Maybe everyone has to. It's like you can come, but you have to cosplay, and your costume has to have a mask.
We're doing the Road Warrior this year. Yeah, come on down.
Or Bane. Ooh, hello, everyone. Welcome to DragonCon. Something. There's a lot. Mortal Kombat. They've got the mask.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options out there. So
I'm telling you, Ryan, Matt Mercer doesn't have anything on you. That was a good impersonation.
Oh, well,
that was a good impersonation, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's my in another life to be a voice actor for money. It would be fantastic. But alas, this is awesome. So
alas, alackaday, yeah.
Alas. Okay, let me see.
So here we are.
Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons online for maybe, we can keep this option open if crazy things happen, but for the near future, we'll consider this our last Zoom session for a while. Hopefully, everything goes well. And so last week, was it last week? Week before. We took last week off.
Before that.
Someone was kicking what at a robots competition.
We
like
that.
Yeah, we liked it. Definitely liked some of that. So, but the week before last, you all had discovered a chained up, it's got one shackle here, like against the wall in a dungeon. Cleric monk type with some sort of garb on that looked familiar to what you guys had seen before. Y'all were having some conversations with him, right? I think he had explained that he had traveled west, actually, from his shrine to Selyun to the east. His shrine, I think Gimner asked the question. I think his shrine was called Nazara, to the east in the mountains, and it's a shrine to Selyun. And he and a large group of similarly dressed shall we say, adherents of Selyun or worshippers of Selyun had traveled east based on a prophecy that they had been told. And so he was explaining to you, he was just kind of getting started explaining to you what was happening. And we decided to take a break. I can't remember, it was getting late, I think. That's the only reason why we stopped. But he was shackled, and he'd asked you to perhaps unshackle him. I'll remind you of the room. It was a room behind this other treasure room that had a chest full of like really, basically copper, not in a couple of silver pieces. So it was almost like a false treasure room, if you will. I made it into this treasure room, which was much bigger, lots of other items in it besides this person, this half elf who was chained to the wall. Did I describe the room to you guys, or do you want me to just rerun through it if I did, just in case?
Let's rerun it, if you don't mind.
So I can show you the map too. That might be kind of nice to kind of cast your memory back there, to borrow a lyric from Zeppelin, I think. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Let me share my screen. All right. I've got everything. I've got the new screen. So I'm like doing this, figuring out where the corners are where I got to click. So you have cleared the castle dungeon for the most part. Well, you have, for all intents and purposes. You've gone, but do you guys see this Microsoft search thing, or is it just me?
I see the map.
Okay, the map. All right, let me close that out. You had made it through this antechamber. You came in through here. I can't remember if you encountered anything in here. Oh, it was a guard, right? Yes, there was that watchman, and then somebody killed I think it was Harlan? Was it you? I can't remember. Somebody, it was like a spiritual guardian that manifested. And when you cut its head off, or whatever it is that you dispatched him, however you dispatched him, all that was left was this necklace, this chain that was around its neck with a kind of an emblem or a stone of some sort in the necklace. Somebody scooped that up. I can't remember who. Once he was vanquished, you were able to kind of figure out that there was another doorway that led into this true chamber behind this particular treasure room that you were in. And in this true room is where you found the half-elf Elzabar Nephraim. So Elzabar was telling you of his travels, as he's still, by the way, chained to the wall. And in this room, there's quite a few items in here that you can just see just upon entering. There are 2 small chests, 3 display stands, 3 large clay urns, a bench, and on top of the bench is a gilded, kind of almost life-size statue of a raven. And that's what you see as you scan the room. Chests and things sitting on, there's urns and a bench. Looks like, and some of this stuff is quite dusty. All right, there you are, caught up.
I also still have my zombie. He lasts for 1 day.
1 day, yes, you do still have Bernie.
Bernie the zombie.
Bernie.
Yes, so he's, and I think you asked him to kind of stand back a little bit.
Yes.
So I don't know that Elzabar has seen your zombie just yet, but that's up to you guys. Are you all in this room at this point besides your zombie?
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
This is the room.
I think we all went in that room.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
you're all in here. Okay. So you're all in the room. And I think Elzabar was after he'd done explaining, you could ask him more questions, or he was asking politely again if there was any way that you could unlock him from his shackles. I really must be getting back to my temple to warn them. I feel as though my work here has been accomplished. Can you please unlock me from these chains. I think that was the voice he had last week. If it's not, he's got it. Maybe he's a little more hoarse.
Got it down. Hey.
I've been breathing dust for 3 weeks. I haven't had anything to eat or drink. But I'm oddly not hungry or thirsty. Here we go. I'll do a David Attenborough for the rest of the night for this guy. As you enter into the chamber. No, I won't. I'll spare you that one.
The mating oracles of the rock.
Yeah, exactly. Beware creatures that lurk here.
I'm not up for letting this guy out. I'm just saying.
All right. You say that out loud, or is that just sort of a thought?
Yes, I said it out loud.
Okay.
Why not?
Gentlemen?
Keep things moving.
Can I insight check to see if he seems like he's been like honest with us, that he's just been trapped here?
Absolutely. Yeah, make an insight check.
Oh, an 8.
It's tough for you to tell. He just seems. He seems like he is really locked into the chains. But in terms of what he's been saying, you can't really tell if what he's been saying is true.
Well, what do you think, guys? I mean, I'm not a huge fan.
I mean, he doesn't seem so bad. He's just chained up in here.
His story kind of fits. We've heard about the temple to the east from Shizo.
Okay.
I'll take my ring.
Okay.
And I'm going to say one of twin powers activate. And I'm going to tap his ring and see if anything happens.
Yeah, you tap his ring. Sort of nothing really mechanical or even magical happens, but there is a sense of kind of calm in the room. If you could put it's almost a sense of equanimity that kind of flows around, and he's still trapped there, but there's some cosmic, warm fuzzy that you get.
I think we should let him out.
I think so too.
I'm outvoted. Let's go for it, guys. Do what you will.
All right, he's shackled in.
Hey, Elisar, you've got those interesting keys.
I do. You want here? I've tossed them to him.
The keys hit him in the face.
Gimner will attempt to catch the keys.
Sorry, guys.
As if it's like an alley-oop trick.
Yeah.
I'll catch it in midair.
Make a dex
Try
check.
to put it right into the shackle and
Okay.
see if it
Well,
fits.
the key ring, I believe, that Elisar has multiple keys on it.
5.
5 keys on it. All right.
It seems like one of those keys really stood out more than the others.
Yeah, one of them was shaped like a skeleton. Well, like a skeleton key almost.
I forgot my parts of the key again, but yes, you're right. One of them has a. I'm gonna Google.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my screen? Are you looking at the map still?
Yeah, just still looking at the map.
Okay, good. Because I'm Googling parts of a key. The bow.
Okay.
The bow.
The bow of the key.
The bow of the key.
The clicky part.
Yeah, and you can see that it's got a large bow part of the key, empty. There's nothing in it, but it's sort of like a big empty section. You want to try it?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's try it.
Go for it.
All right. Who's trying?
Gimner.
Gib.
Gimner's going to turn the key into the left or right-handed shackle. They're both shackled into the wall. They both have big cuffs, if you will, with the keyhole in each of the cuffs. This key fits perfectly into, you're using the one with the big bow, right?
Yep.
It fits perfectly into the keyhole within the shackle.
Turn and open it.
You turn and you hear a click from the far side of the room.
Uh-oh.
The life-size statue of a raven begins to kind of shimmy. The head of it opens and out pours this smoke, which begins to form. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Go ahead, LSR. I told you so.
Oh, 10 for LSR.
All right.
9 for Tasbian.
Okay.
4 for Harlan.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see here. Gibner's coming. I think he's still disadvantaged. So let's see what we get here.
Oh, how long is he disadvantaged?
Until he gets a long rest.
Okay, yeah.
It's a skill check.
Taz, what did you roll?
A 9.
So y'all both rolled 9s. So it's gonna be
+5 to initiative.
okay. We're gonna go ahead and then plus your disadvantage, Gimner. Are you okay with? I think that's
totally
reasonable.
cool.
Yeah, that sounds totally reasonable. This creature. So as it bellows forth, similar to what the Guardian did as Gesundheit in the previous chamber, but this thing manifests itself in something quite different than the Guardian. And it begins to swirl, take up the space in the room, and you may not have ever seen something like this before. It looks like something that maybe a child might have put together with clay without giving it much thought. It's got, as it sort of stands in the room, bracing on 3 legs, a massive set of jaws with razor sharp teeth. And then as the smoke kind of swirls off its back, it forms these large tentacles. It will then begin to attack, and just, you're kind of all in the room together. It rolls off here. I don't know that we necessarily need a ton of spacing here, but you guys let me know. There's not a lot of places to move.
That's fine.
In this room, and it's got reach. So it's just gonna just start slapping and going after everybody that it can. It actually makes 3 attacks. So it's going to attack. I'm just gonna go down the initiative order. LSR, Taz, Gimner. Those are the 3 it's going to attack, at least in this first round. LSR, it's going to try to bite you with its massive jaws.
When it attacks LSR, can I use my reaction to attack it?
You can. You certainly can. Is that your sentinel attack?
That is my sentinel.
Yes, indeedy. As it kind of lunges with its mouth towards LSR.
I rolled a 23.
You hit it.
I do 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And it's magical damage, if that
Okay.
matters. And its movement is reduced to 0.
Ooh. So it's not going anywhere, but it's got these massive tentacles that can kind of reach out, at least as far as, well, if it came off of this stand here, these are 10 foot, so it's got a 10-foot reach on those. I'm gonna say that you guys are all sort of still kind of within the tentacle range. LSR, except for maybe the bite. The bite was going for you. It can't lunge forward after it got attacked, but the tentacles can swing. So Taz and Gimner, you guys are still gonna try to dodge these tentacle swipes.
Okay.
So they're coming at you. 1 tentacle swipe does a 15 hit Taz.
It does not.
All right. The other tentacle swipe To you, Gimner. Ooh, man. Does a 12 hit.
Ah, misses.
All right, so it is sort of stunned. I mean, it's just sort of been brought somehow, conjured, if you will, into this space. It looks like it might be some sort of a creature, but it is a little out of sorts with what's going on. It just knows that, it kind of senses that you are the enemy and goes after you, but none of that hits. And so with that, Elisar, it is your turn.
Eldritch Blast right to the creature's, just boom, right in his face.
All right.
16?
That hits.
Oh, yeah. All right. 10 points of damage.
All right. Force damage. Oh, man, it just shakes.
Yep.
It goes through him. As the Eldritch Blast hits him, Taz, you used your reaction. Now you can use your action.
Yes, I'm going to use my bonus to rage, and then I'm going to recklessly attack. My first roll is a 20.
Okay, that hits.
That will be 13 points of slashing damage
Go for it.
and 4 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then my second attack is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Wow. You guys are laying into this thing. All right, that's just a reaction and 2 attacks. You see it's just getting torn up, Gimner, by Taz, and it's your turn.
Gimner's going to use his action to unlock the other shackle.
With the key?
Yeah.
Well, that, just so you know, that shackle did not unlock.
Okay, so I put it in, it tried to turn, it wouldn't turn, but the statue clicked.
It made it click, but the click sound you heard was coming from the statue, not from the
Okay.
shackle. Sorry if I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no. Thanks for explaining.
Sure.
So does Gimner think the key will open this, or does he think, oh, the key failed, I need to try something different?
The key failed,
Okay,
but it
yeah,
fits.
but it fits.
Can I try? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Go ahead.
On your turn, you can.
Yeah. Got it.
Gimner will take his lockpicks out and try to lockpick it. Is this the
Okay.
key?
You can roll a thieves' tools check,
But
but you get this. I mean, you understand locks and mechanisms pretty well.
Okay.
I'll just sort of say it. This doesn't feel like a mechanical situation.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll take his action to sort of figure all that out.
Okay.
He's a little exhausted. It's a little slow to come around.
Sure.
And so then with his bonus action, he's going to try and hide as best he can, perhaps, where the chest star or the barrel.
Yeah, there's
He's
a lot.
30 inches tall, so he's just kind of
Yeah, he can
getting a
certainly.
little shadow in the room he wants to sort of slip into.
Yeah, he can certainly take that. Make a dexterity check.
Like stealth or just straight.
Stealth.
I'm rolling on my phone tonight. It's much faster.
Nice.
It's off screen, but
Nice. We're all on that phone.
Okay, 14 was the low one.
Okay, yeah, you're able to pick out a little section off to the side and kind of just get yourself out of the line of sight of this creature, if it's sight indeed that it's using.
Okay.
Harlan, you see Gimner sort of messing with the lock, kind of taking his thief tools out, and then sort of scratches his head and then just kind of disappears into the shadows behind one of the crates.
Okay. Harlan's gonna cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
All right.
Oh, no.
Firebolt.
Nice way to start off the night, Connor.
We've had a lot of natural ones in this campaign. All
We
of us.
have.
We have actually.
That's how I explain the vaccine efficacy to people. That is literally the chance of your vaccine not working. Is the chance
Yep.
of rolling a critical hit or a natural 1.
Oh no, dude, it's natural ones. You're much more likely to get a natural 1 because that's only a 1 in 20, right?
Yeah. Or a natural 20. I mean, they're all
Yeah,
1
or
in
a
20.
natural 20, right?
Yeah. And that's 95%.
Yeah, crazy.
So every 20 people you meet with vaccinated, one of them it didn't take.
Son of a. Well, I got to cut down my social calendar this week.
It's the importance of herd immunity.
Yeah, but it's not quite how the efficacy works.
Yeah, not quite. There's 0% chance of getting really sick or going to the hospital.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. All right, where were we? Yeah, if anybody watching, it's not medical advice. Just talk to your physician.
This has been the COVID corner.
Yeah, exactly. Tonight's episode of Darkness Over Dragon's Pie, we discuss vaccine efficacy. All right, sorry. Harlan's natural 1. Did you roll your percentage dice?
I did.
And does
was a
Gimner have the table?
I do.
53.
53.
That sounds innocuous. That's cool.
53. You have had the wind knocked out of you. Make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw to recover quickly. On a failed save, your next attack will be at disadvantage.
Okay, I made it.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So how did you get the wind knocked out of you? I'm just curious.
Must have pulled a muscle or something, right?
Yeah, I guess with like kind of like doing my like fireball thing, kind of like I don't know, like twisted my hand. I don't know, something like that.
You know what? Like twisted, like he went to take a step forward and he like started to trip, so he had to steady himself, you know, up to the side or something.
That's the things that I'm doing now that I'm getting older. It's like, what did I do? I just sat with my wallet, you know. Why does my back hurt?
I got to call in sick. Why? I slept wrong. My neck hurts. Ow.
All right. It is its turn.
Nah, boo it.
Is its movement still 0, Daniel?
No, it goes back up at the start of its turn.
All right. So it will kind of shamble again and try to bite you again, Elisar. You
Yep,
just, for whatever reason,
That's why I'm here.
It's like the cut of your jib, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow, man. It rolled a 2. So with
Hey, 2 misses.
2 misses. Fantastic. I'm not going to worry about the
So-
modifier.
I am going to use my reaction again.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you are.
I cannot attack recklessly, but I can attack normally, but I can miss.
What'd
Miss
you roll?
terribly.
You always have that option, Daniel.
It wasn't a natural 1.
No, it was a natural 2.
Ah, 2 2s in a row. it takes 2 2s to tango. All right, so it does have its kind of paddle hand tentacles. Doesn't see Gimner anymore. It's going to swipe at you, Taz, and you, Harlan, now. So 1 swipe at Taz with the tentacle attack at 14.
Misses.
All right, and then to you, Harlan, a 16.
That hits.
16
Oh,
hits.
does it just barely hit Harlan?
I could use shield, but I don't
Well-
want to waste spells.
Could someone else reduce it by enough that it would not hit?
It's
I would have to have announced that, I believe.
I will.
So it just hit me that what you're talking. Yes, so yeah.
it's a
I have-
little over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got to declare that app before the attack is actually done, I think. For the Blood Maledict you're talking about?
Yeah.
The Blood Maledict. I think
Yeah.
we agreed that you could roll. You could. This one I'm just joking around, but we agreed
Yeah.
that you could say it after he says the number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But this one, I mean, it's a tentacle attack. Average damage is only 36. It's not that big a deal.
I'm out.
Kidding.
See ya,
Yeah. Boop. That is a, let's see, 7 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
plus 10 points of piercing damage. I did not actually see that. So that is more than I
Ow.
thought. Yeah. So
That
7
hurt.
points of bludgeoning, 10 points of piercing.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, see ya, Harlan.
Harlan's a bit woozy at the moment.
Oh
It-
no.
Are you medium or smaller? I believe you're medium, right?
Yes, I believe medium.
I need you to
No.
make a, let's see. Well, let me see. Let me just look and see what it is before I say anything. You are grappled
Okay.
and restrained by this tentacle. So being grappled, your speed is 0. And let's see, by being restrained, where's restrained over here? Okay, you can't benefit from any bonus. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and you have disadvantage.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on dex throws while you are restrained. Now, so from the DM's perspective, you can try to use your action to break the grapple on your turn, I believe. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And that's what the DC's for. Got it. Let me make sure there's a time limit on it. No, you're just grappled at the moment. And then as you're being grappled, you hear in your brain, not through your ears, but just a thought, this idea of, I'm looking forward to devouring you. That's what you hear in your head.
Yeah.
But it may sound more like Cookie Monster. I'm going to eat you.
It's my soul. It's good enough for me.
You look yummy. But that's not very intimidating. So I wanted to go with that. I will be delicious in my next meal, but it's probably not that many syllables in when it conveys. That ends
Calm down,
its,
C3PO.
yeah, exactly. Creature's turn is done. Elisar, you are up.
I'm up. I'm going to leap forward towards the creature,
Leap away.
sending my hand forward to do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
22 to hit
That hits.
with 7 points of damage. Boom.
Yep. More force damage.
Force damage,
Pow,
sorry.
right into this guy. It shakes.
And hopefully I've landed like right in front of it.
You're right in front of it.
Okay.
This massive maw of just jagged teeth and just saliva dripping off of each of the fangs, just dropping onto the ground. In front of its 2 very stout, almost elephant-like front legs. Taz, you're up.
I'm going to attack twice, recklessly.
You have disadvantage now, right? The reckless attack? No, you have, the creature who is attacking you has advantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that last time.
That's okay. I forgot that too.
20 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be 18 points of slashing damage.
Yowza. Got it.
And 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And on the second one, oh man, I rolled double 19s.
Oh, so close.
Ooh.
Ugh,
So
dang.
close.
And that's going to be 16 points of slashing damage.
Whoa, man, you're just laying into this creature. I mean, you're just the big, thick flesh on its like rhinoceros skin. It's just getting laid open. This is it doesn't really look like red blood, but it's some sort of, almost like a purplish color. It's just starting to ooze out from all of these slashes. Gimner.
Gimner
Sure.
forms a psychic blade, one in
Okay.
each hand,
Okay, from your position of
Going to
hiding.
launch himself at the tentacle
Okay.
between the creature and Harlan to try to gouge the tentacle in hopes that it might release Harlan.
Okay. Go for it. You're targeting the tentacle.
Uh-huh.
TT.
Let's see here. Got a 12.
Okay, that one misses.
I'll do the offhand attack. Give me 1 second here.
No psychic blade.
Yep. In the other hand, oh, much better. 25.
That definitely hits square. I've got a damage number in mind for if it breaks the grapple.
That's 6 points of psychic. And do I get sneak attacks? I have an ally
You definitely
engaged
have
with it.
You do have an ally within 5 feet.
I mean, I got to get my other screen up here to get the sneak attack damage in.
How much was that original again?
6 was the original.
Okay.
There it is down at the bottom. All right, and 6 more points from sneak attack. So a total of 12.
12 points of damage. One of its psychic sneak attack damage does hit the tentacle solid. It does not quite break the grapple.
Okay.
Harlan, you're up. You can try to bust free.
Yeah, Harlan has a plan.
Okay, I like that.
So he's gonna cast Misty Step
Okay.
and try to teleport out of the kind of grasp of this creature and go up to 30 feet.
So Misty Step, do you dissolve? Do you become vapor, or do you just start moving up? Is it teleport?
Teleport.
Pure teleportation.
Yes, it's teleport.
Do you have to? Is that something that you can do automatically, or do you have to make a roll to do that? To do Misty Step?
It's instantaneous, so don't need to do anything for it.
So let's see if I'll tell you what. Make a. Let's see if you can kind of Misty Step out of the grapple. I think you probably can, but let's let the dice make the final call. Just roll a either athletics or acrobatics, something like that. That might in conjunction, or strength, any of those things.
All right, that'll be a 10.
Okay, you actually are able to Misty Step out of this grapple.
All right.
Where do you Misty Step to?
I'll try to Misty Step towards the door for like 30 feet.
Yep, you go, your zombie's sort of out here. You're able to successfully Misty Step out of the room and like right at the doorway. You're standing kind of at that secret doorway.
All right. And I'll tell my zombie to go in there and just attack this creature.
All right, we're gonna add the zombie to the mix. Does he go right after your turn?
Yes.
All right, we'll go ahead and let him get an attack in.
Okay.
He's gonna just shamble in. His movement is what, 30 feet?
20 feet.
20 feet. So he just gets right up to it.
Okay, he'll just try to like wave his arms or something.
Yeah, bludgeon attack.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That'll be a 20 for the zombie, not natural.
It hits.
And then that'll be 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, yeah, he just punches it right in the face.
Now, end my turn there.
It is its turn now. There's now a new creature right in front of it, this zombie, in addition to Elisar. And Gimner, you're still sort of in the shadows. I don't think you hit again, but you're still off to the side. So I think it's going to be zombie, Elisar, Taz. It's going to go for now.
Okay.
Elisar is going to try to bite you again.
That's cool.
And does a 22 hit with the bite?
Sadly, yes, it does.
Okay, so it just, this massive jaw comes and closes on you. It does, let's see, 10 points of piercing damage. Now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. 12?
You have failed the saving throw. You immediately, as it sort of bites you,
Win a brand new car.
you don't feel good.
Okay.
You start feeling a little queasy. In fact,
oh no,
quite queasy. You are now poisoned.
Okay, just to bookmark these two adventures, since we know what I did last time out of the other end of my body, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and puke.
So you're gonna Ralph, okay? You start to throw up a little bit on the ground. By the way, you have disadvantage now on attack rolls and ability checks.
And I'm gagging.
While you're poisoned.
I hear you.
It's going to make 2 tentacle attacks, one against the zombie, one against Taz. Zombie, does a 9 hit the zombie? I'm rolling very, very low tonight.
Yes, it does.
Does it really? Okay.
Yep, it's an armor class of 8.
So it just smashes the zombie. Let's see. That is 11 points of bludgeoning. And wow, now my damage dice are rolling high. So 11 points of bludgeoning plus 6 points of piercing.
Okay. Probably like chops off the zombie's arm or something like that.
Okay. Is the zombie still up?
It is still up, but it's not looking good.
Okay. All right. And then you, Taz, is coming after you with the other tentacle. Natural 20.
Oh, that'll do it.
All right. So natural 20. That is, I'll just roll both of these. So for bludgeoning, that's 7 points of bludgeoning plus 8 points of piercing, so 15 points total. You are grappled as well.
Auto grappled?
Auto grappled.
Oh. Whoa.
Let me see. I'm not doing the rest of the grapple stuff, but that's probably okay. All right. Yeah. So you're grappled by this tentacle. It's got you wrapped around. Let me read this real quick. Okay, I think that would have to happen later. All right, so you're just grappled by it. That ends its turn. It's still gushing blood. Elisar, it is your turn.
You say it's gushing blood.
Yes.
How does it? How as a seasoned adventurer, do I perceive? Is it bloodied? Is
Yes.
damaged a whole bunch?
Yep.
Okay. Seeing that my compatriots on both sides now, since I'm right in front of it, it's me, zombie, and grappled, my two teammates over there. I'm going to just run straight forward and attempt to grapple it. Although what I'll do is before I grapple it, I'm going to shove my hand forward and do that Tony Stark Eldritch Blast to it. And whether I hit or miss, I'm still going to go forward and try to grab the monster around its
massive neck. And I meant to say the zombie was grappled. Thank you for reminding me. Your zombie got grappled too with that tentacle attack, Harlan.
Okay.
So he's got a zombie in one hand, a Taz in the other, and then you're going in with an Eldritch Blast.
The Eldritch Blast, it's 17 plus 4, so it's 21, which would hit, right?
You have disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, 10 plus 4. Oh, yeah, 14. Sorry.
14 actually hits.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. In that case, it's 10 points of force damage, and I'm trying to also, now as I go forward, if it's allowed, I wouldn't mind trying to grapple this thing or at least get caught up in its face.
You get up in its face and send the Eldritch Blast, this force damage, a massive shudder just moves through the creature, and it just shakes, dropping both Taz and the zombie to the ground. Feel free to describe what happens with an Eldritch Blast through the gullet.
So when I go forward, I'm literally, since I know the results now, I'm putting my hand almost into his gullet, like like in the end of Sharknado with Ian Ziering. Just I'm going to
Sharknado, yeah, we'll do that one.
I'm going to shoot out, and it's going to go right through the back of his skull and just plaster whatever's behind there, and literally. I will end up, as it dies, it closes its mouth in its death throes, and as it falls to the ground, it basically looks like, if you know what catfishing means.
Yes, yep. I've seen the guys do that.
You stick your hand in the mud and it falls down. So I basically shake it off like Michonne shaking off zombies' blood in The Walking Dead.
There we go. As it just sort of, and then as it kind of settles to the ground, kathonk, it begins to sort of steam, smoke, smolder.
We back off. I back away.
And similar to the Guardian in the previous chamber, it just sort of swirls, begins to swirl, and then disappear into the ether. There's no sign that this creature was ever there.
Good enough.
So Elisar, Taz, Gimner, Harlan, Zombie, you're all in the room. So, by the way, is Elzabar, who has been chained on the wall the whole time.
Oh yeah, that guy.
With the, I don't know if Gimner, you took the key with you or if it's still in the lock.
Yeah, I've got the key.
Okay. He's just sort of ashen-faced as he's watched all this take place. And he's just shaking his head. I swear I did not know that creature was in there. I had no concept of that. You've got to believe me. He's trying to persuade you.
Well, Gibner believes him, and we'll insert the key and try again.
Insert the key, you try again. It turns, no clicks this time, but nothing unlocks.
Oh no. You should know how to do that. Do it again.
Okay, I do it again. This time on the other side.
Still nothing. Elzbar, the key must work. It looks like it's the key that one of the orc shamans, the key rings that the orc shaman had. I've seen that key before, but let me look at it.
Gibbs, you want to let him look at it?
Sure, I'll hold the key up.
All right, I'm ready to smack the taste out of his mouth.
It's missing something. Do you see it? The bow is empty.
The bowl?
bow is empty.
How do we fill it?
Did you see anything that might fit in the bow? This is like double authentication.
Right. I need both missile keys at the same time.
If you click this, if you turn the key, you'll get a text message with a code.
Hey guys, have we come across any like unusual precious stones or gems? Anything that might sort of fit inside this key?
Stones or gems? Hold on, I don't think we have.
We've got lots of treasure.
Silver necklace.
Oops.
Ah! What the hell was that?
Hint.
It's like 3 hours later.
Oh! You know what? Just to let you know, Ryan, I was looking into I just clicked on my notes in my D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
And as I was going through looking for a gem or something, I remember I had a potion, but of healing. But I've got gold pieces, silver, potion of climbing, sad note of locket, and hair from a wearboard. We remember that. A goblet, silver necklace, key rings, blah, blah, blah. But it said a 25 gold piece decanter with 4 healing potions in it.
Oh, yeah, we got that last week.
Yeah, not last week. The week before last.
I'm getting irritated about trying to figure out this lock and key situation.
Yep.
And I have a potion of diminution.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna force feed it to this guy.
Yeah. No, totally work.
That is brilliant. That is an idea. So
Inspiration point, anyone? Just saying.
yeah, that's
I already have one.
He already has one.
Ah,
Yeah. He's like, oh, what is this? Glug, glug, glug.
just drink it, you idiot.
He drinks it. His wrists just shrink down, and so do the shackles. So his arms look extremely long. He's like a little miniature person, and the shackles have stayed on his wrists.
What? The shackles have also shrunk.
Yes.
Well, he's gonna be small for 3 hours.
Oh, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's got to be something that fits in this key. Does anybody else have anything they've acquired on the journey?
So, just as a reminder from 2 weeks ago, the Guardian, the Vapor Guardian, right? When you killed him,
Right.
what was left?
Yes?
Something
I have to go
dropped to the
back and
ground.
watch.
Something dropped to the ground that he was wearing, like a necklace with some sort of an amulet
Oh.
or
I don't know
stone.
who took the amulet. Someone
Ooh.
took the amulet.
I think it was Elisar.
Was it really?
I think it was.
No. Well, in that case, we're all totally screwed because I don't have it in my inventory. I'm
I
literally
don't
looking
have
right
it.
now. What was that?
I don't have it either.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I've got like you said, I've got that like the thingy with the decanter with 4 healing potions. But that's the last thing I've got on my.
That was also in there. You grabbed the decanter with the healing potions. You also scooped up basically the necklace with this sort of pendant inside of it. The pendant, as you recall, looked like, as you may not recall, looked like this. A stone with a purple border with a black interior.
In that case, Ryan, I totally remember it. Oh, here it is in my side pack. Can I go ahead and try to put it in the where the bow the key is?
It fits perfectly. How can
How
you
about that,
imagine
guys?
that?
You know what, Ryan? I'm giving up my inspiration point for that.
No,
For
you
going
keep
meta,
it.
I'm giving.
Keep it.
All right, whatever. But
Keep
yeah,
it. Keep it.
so that's where we are. It fits in. We're gonna turn the lock.
Well, now the key is way too big to fit in to fit the lock.
So we got to hang out for basically 2 hours. It's a good time for a short rest, don't you think?
Yeah, it seems like short rest time.
It kind of has to be, right?
Let's just go ahead and make it a long rest.
You guys could certainly. So, Elzabar, how small is he now?
I don't know. I think diminution reduces your size by half.
Okay.
I'll have to take a quick peek.
He closes his eyes. You see him begin to sort of meditate and sort of mouth some words. His wrists begin to grow, his arms begin to grow. He's channeling some divinity. You get the sense. He's not back to full size, but he's certainly getting slightly bigger than he was when you shrunk him down. And he says, "I certainly appreciate your creativity, kind sir. I'm afraid that these locks are not of this world. But I believe your key should fit now. Would you try it?"
Go for it.
Who has it now?
Gibbs, is that you?
Gibner.
Gibner.
Went into
Gibner has
to
the
the
key.
sink.
Gibner died.
Nope, he's coming back.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
I was getting a sip of water. I heard Gimner in the distance.
Gibner.
Water.
Elzbar is
Water.
calling for Gimner. Please try it again. He's used some divinity magic to sort of get back some of his size. You know, though, for a fact that he's not as big as he was, even though the key looks like it's the same size and the lock still looks smaller. But he says, try it.
Go for it, Gib.
Again.
The key, it's almost like a Harry Potter thing. It just seems to fit perfectly in there again.
Ding, 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 ding.
Click. You hear the click this time from the bracelet itself. And it opens, releasing his left hand.
And I'll do the other side as well.
All right. Click. The bracelet opens, releasing his right hand. He then casts it. No, I'm kidding.
Fireball.
Yeah, exactly. He gets some bat guano, crunches it up.
Yeah, right? No.
I am so grateful. Thank you so very much. And as he sort of stands, you catch a glimpse, Gimner, of a tattooed neck. You had looked for tattoos on him before, and your perception check was not the greatest. He was kind of hunched, and the robes were sort of squeezed up a little bit and kind of all the way up. But as he kind of moves and stretches his arms up, he's got sleeve tattoos, some tattoos on his neck. So you do definitely notice he is a tattooed fellow.
Do the tattoos look familiar based on the other guys we've had to fight so far?
They actually do not. They look more archaic. They look. They might be like they might tell stories or something along those lines. They don't look like they're They don't signify that he's a part of some gang or anything like that. So as far as you can tell, I mean, you can feel free to ask him about them. I mean, it's up to you. Okay. And also, Harlan, you notice the tattoos as well with your passive perception. And that's it. Taz and Gimner, not so much. I mean, he's kind of moving around, stretches his legs. Oh, I am so grateful for you for releasing me from this prison I've been in. How can I repay you?
Sorry.
I have no money. I don't know what these surrounding crates and urns and items hold, but I am a tattoo artist. I can repay you with perhaps some of my craftsmanship that may very well benefit you in the future.
Are they magic?
I've been long practicing creating magical tattoos, and while I can only, at least so far in my training, perhaps do a scalp or a half of an arm or a half of a leg. But I've had great success and have been told that some of the magical properties of the tattoos I have been able to bestow upon friends and other worshipers have been quite impactful in their lives and in their adventures.
I'm in.
Shall we exit to the surface? I'm so tired of this room.
Let's exit to the surface, guys. No?
Yes, exiting to the surface? You're gonna look around the room?
Well, look. First of all, let's look around the room since there's so many containers and stuff, and just open the containers and all.
Let me move all these chests that are in my way. I'm ready to get out of here. Real quick. You still don't feel very good, LSR.
Yeah.
At all.
Okay. Oh, I feel bad, guys.
Let me check something here. Okay, got it. Yeah, you're still very green. You're very green. You guys want to look around some of these things?
I'd say we do.
Check out some crates.
Okay. As you guys are starting to check out some crates, dodging LSR's
Vomit.
items that he's bringing forth from his
Sure.
the bowels of his gut.
know that.
You discover some chests that are
Right.
unlocked. These chests,
We're gonna unlock.
you guys just start going through, opening them up. There are the first chest. Are you ready with your pens and paper?
It depends on who's gonna get what.
Hang on just a second. That's the one thing on my DM screen that maybe it is on here and I just never noticed it. No. All right. You have in this chest 93 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna take the 93 platinum. Is that cool? Or you got it?
I'm writing it down.
All right, you got it? All right, cool.
342 silver pieces. I don't know. These are not my numbers. Very random, but you're counting them out. The second chest, 136 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And a bag of gems, 44 gems worth 25 gold pieces each.
Holy smokes.
This is a treasure room, guys. This is the dungeon's treasure room.
Hey, Daniel, do you mind if I take the gems?
I'm gonna split it all up in a second.
Oh, cool. I'll go for it, Brian.
You find a suit of chainmail.
Mm.
And
You can have that because I can't use armor.
Yeah,
Skipper,
chain
what's-
second.
okay.
Do we know? Can we sense if it's magic at all?
If you have a spell that can detect magic, you can use that. Or if you want to
Can-
keep it and
can
attune
we
to
not-
it.
Harlan, couldn't you attune or do something with magic items? It took you like 11 minutes or something?
Yeah, I can identify them.
How many can you do at once? Just one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time.
Is it a cantrip or do you use spell slots for that?
If I do it ritually, I can do it as much as I want. It's gonna take
How-
11 minutes.
Oh, 11 minutes. Okay. There's also a warhammer in one of the chests.
Well, I might want that.
Go for it.
Carlin, are you casting a ritual spell?
Yes.
You're on it. 11 minutes have passed. Elzabar has kindly asked, does anyone have any hardtack that he may gnaw on? Suddenly, since he's been released from these bonds, he's beginning to feel the effects of these days and weeks without food and water. Does anyone have any food or water they can share with me, please?
I have a flask of
I have
yeah.
some rations.
Yeah, and I've got a flask of some of that really good beer that was there.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. So he'll have some of that, some rations. The 11 minutes has passed. You recognize, Harlan, that Warhammer is a +2 Warhammer.
Ooh.
All right. I'll touch you guys.
Okay, +2.
The chainmail is a +1 chainmail.
Does
But if
any-
no one can wear it, then
I can't wear it.
you can wear it?
I can't.
You can't.
Get it.
I can.
It's yours.
All right, so there's a +1 chainmail. I got to figure out how to add that in, but okay.
so you'll have to switch your armor classes, take off whatever you got, put the chainmail on.
Yeah, it does it automatically on the equipment tab. You just have to add it as your equipment and equip it.
All right, but it's chainmail, right? It's not okay.
Yeah, so when you do it, you're gonna go to manage equipment.
Yep.
And then there should be a tab that says add item, and then you can look up chainmail.
All right, hold on a second. Add item. Yep, and it'll be under armor.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to load more probably. And yeah, once you load more, it'll be light blue close to the bottom, and it'll say chainmail +1.
Okay,
Do you see it?
not yet. I've got chainmail heavy armor, chainmail shirt. No, I do not actually. Huh.
Hold on. So did you click on the add items tab?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there should be a little search bar that says filter.
Yeah, filter by type, and I was in armor.
No, don't do that. Don't click on that.
Oh.
Just where there's a little place where you can type. Just type chainmail.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
You're good.
No problem.
Chainmail. Boom.
Okay, and then scroll down, and it should say load more.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 from the bottom, it should say chainmail +1.
Yep, got it. Boom.
Click add, and then once you add it,
Mm-hmm.
you'll go to your inventory where it says all.
Yep.
And the chainmail should be in there. Click on it, and there should be a button that says wielding.
All right, hold on. Inventory. Do. Chainmail +1. Yep. And then click on it. All right, got it. All right, cool.
Did that change your armor class?
Oh, yeah, baby.
There you go.
Nice.
We're in. All right, cool. Appreciate it, guys. Gentlemen.
All right. So you also, that's it from what you can discern in terms of what's magical, Harlan. There are also these urns on the wall. So as you're sort of kind of going through and checking out the urns, they're small, but they look like they're some fine art pieces. Don't know how practical it is to haul urns out of here or haul them around with you, but they look like they're worth money. I mean, they're about 10 pounds each. So do you guys want to take them up and out, or just leave them in here?
What do you think, guys? I can grab one.
Yeah, we can.
No?
We can probably leave them.
When you pick it up, it looks very ornate. Gold inlaid sort of letterings and sort of artwork and just beautiful pieces. So
I'll carry one with me for now, for the heck of it.
Does anybody actually want this Warhammer? It doesn't work as well for my class
Oh.
or with my character. My great axe is better.
Anyone want a Warhammer? Gibbs, you want one? Harlan?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's more of a finesse kind of guy.
All right, I'll just hold on to it.
Yeah, hold on to it then.
You can always sell it if you go back to a big city. Same with these urns, if you feel like carrying them. They're 10 pounds each. You get the sense that they're worth at least 100 gold pieces each. I should tell you that.
Gimner grab one.
Okay. And there are, how many did I say there were?
All
3.
right, I'm about to hit you guys with the math for the money.
Is it big? Big money?
No, I didn't split it into gold, but I'm just dividing it by
Okay.
the group title. So each of us will get 23 pieces of platinum.
I'm going to type this in as you do it. 23.
Yep.
Platinum?
Yes. And then each of us will get 85 pieces of silver.
All right.
34 pieces of gold.
Yep.
Ryan, are we going to be able to sell these gems easily? Can I go ahead and split them into gold?
You should be able to sell them easily.
Yeah, so 44 times 25. I remember that.
Yeah.
1,100.
Yeah. So another 275 gold pieces each. And that's it for the stuff that we just got.
So the 3 urns, y'all taking 2 of them, leaving one behind?
I'm taking one, and I guess Gibbs got the other, so that'd be 200.
Yeah.
Are those going to be easy to sell?
You know from you especially, Taz, probably from your City Watch days at Waterdeep, know that there are many, if you go back to Waterdeep, there are many, sort of museum curators, gallery owners who would pay really good money for some of these urns. You don't know much about them. You just know that they're worth a lot. They may be worth more than what you think. Let's put it that way. In some people's eyes.
Oh.
Well, I've got one. Gibbs got one. You want to take one, Taz?
Yeah, I can take one. 10 pounds isn't that bad.
Okay, you guys got some weight, but as you guys are sort of passing out the urns, Elzabar shudders. Did you feel that?
What?
I just got a sensation of great evil in the dungeon.
Seriously, just now? Okay. Wow.
Oh, did no one else feel that? It was a darkness.
Ryan, did I feel that?
I don't think you might have. I'm not sure. The rings on your fingers got really heavy all of a sudden.
Oh.
The only thing you felt.
Huh.
It's still here. Listen.
Oh, so we're not done yet. Wonderful. All right, I get it. No other clues needed.
Wait.
All right.
This is like John Wick.
Were we able to take a short rest while we were hanging out in here?
Not yet.
No, sir, you may not.
Well, he goes. Yeah, he's sort of looking around. He's starting to feel very. I feel very exposed now. I don't feel. Let's get out of here quickly.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? Because I'm about to throw myself against the wall and get ready to just.
I'm gonna turn to Harlan and say, Harlan, you know what would be great for times like this?
What?
With all of that magic that you have, you could make some kind of enclosure that we could stay in, like a shack
Of some kind
or a tiny hut.
Quonset.com something.
I can't do that, but if you want, I cast this fireball and we can be warm.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine. That's okay.
I'll save it for later then.
Let's at least get out of this room, out of this section of the dungeon.
Let's go. Go. I'm with you. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Go.
I really don't remember how I got here. Please, someone leave.
Okay, well, guys, let's.
Your hands are still very heavy. The ring hands.
I literally don't recall any other place where we could keep on going down. So why don't we just keep on? Why don't we? That room we were shoot. Okay.
Back this way?
Yeah, I guess why not, guys, right? I mean,
yeah,
guys?
Sure. Whatever. Let's go.
Let's head straight towards the danger. All right, so as you're going, there's nowhere else to go. You make it out of the treasure room. You've got your bounty. No one has taken a short rest yet, by the way. You didn't have time to do that. Just about the 11 minutes for the ritual was about all that you had before Elzabar felt this heavy, impending doom feeling.
So you're saying basically add a hit point to us then?
Your rings are really heavy. But nothing, you don't hear anything if you're listening. There's nothing. You make it into the false treasure room. You make it through this kind of secret door or barred door here into the antechamber. Still nothing. Through the passageway, and right now I'm assuming who's in the lead. Who remembers this the best?
I don't remember the best, but I'm sure I'll be in the lead. I'll run.
Okay, so I just want a marching order here. So Elisar.
Yep.
I'll put Elzabar next to the zombie, who I guess is still tracking with you guys. You get him for another 24 hours, right? He's missing an arm now.
Nah.
Okay.
We're not prejudiced.
Okay, good for you guys. and then so here's what I got: Elisar, Taz, Gimner, Harlan, Zombie, and Elzabar.
Sure.
Okay with you guys? Elzabar is not very comfortable walking next to the zombie. I as you kind of walk into this room here, you go up this way or up this way?
East, guys, what do you think?
East or north?
I say east. What do you guys think?
I mean,
We can go north.
So the exit was these stairs in the northeast corner of this big room.
The exit were these stairs here.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do we know where these stairs in the eastern door?
That area?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just is a pile of rubble.
It's collapsed.
It's collapsed. Yeah.
I think we should go north. That's the quickest way out.
All right. I'm with you. I'm
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Turn,
North.
making your way up this hallway. You hear Elzbar. Oh no! Not you, Jonathan.
What? I turn around. Who's Jonathan?
He's facing the zombie corpse that was here in this cell.
Oh.
Gimner will put his arm around him and help him exit.
Yeah.
He was a great man, Jonathan.
He was. He was a spectacular dude. Let's go. Come on. Keep on moving.
Did you see anyone else dressed like him as you were
No,
exploring this?
no.
Nope, no one.
No.
All right.
No one like him. Nope. Never seen that before. Go out of here. Bye.
All right, you guys. Still, you don't hear anything.
Okay. Go. Just keep on
As
going.
you're in
Go,
this
go, go, go,
large,
go.
as you're in this large chamber,
Oh no.
your
Oh,
rings
really?
suddenly get lighter,
Ah.
and Elzbar exhales. It's gone. The feeling.
Really?
It just disappeared, as if through a
I
portal.
listen to my ring for the heck of it. Nothing, huh?
Yeah, nothing. The ring feels normal. The feeling of
As if.
doom has seemed to have lifted from, at least as far as Elzbar is concerned. As you're in this room, he just pauses. It's gone. Can you feel it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Ish.
feel like we should get out of here, right?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Probably.
The heck out of here.
Passing all the corpses of the Orogs that were here, taking to the bottom of the stairs. Yes, I could certainly stand to see some daylight, and I really should be on my way. Yes, let's get out of this dungeon. And then
Alright.
you ascend the stairs, and you pop out from the stairwell, right in here. And the sun is setting. Elisar, you still feel quite ill, still not quite recovered from that bite. But the sun is setting. You are now outside. You're now above ground. You're not outdoors. You kind of can see through some of the openings in these wooden walls from this chamber that you originally entered, that had lots of orcs in it, that it's getting dusk. But there's some holes and things in the ceilings. You get a sense of what time of day it is. But right now you're still sort of inside. This has got a structure, a roof over it. I should have said that first. But yeah, you enter into this chamber through some steps, through this sort of hidden passage over here, and now you're in that with all the orc corpses still in there as well. Do you want to stay?
We can clear the
this room?
corpses and make a nice place. Yeah. And do that. Stay in there for a long rest. What do you think, guys?
Long rest would be great.
It would be.
Gimner will eagerly look up through the holes in the ceiling for any griffins that may be circling the sky.
As you kind of glance and you're straining your ear and straining your eyes, you hear nor see no sign of griffins in the sky. At this moment, you are sort of indoors. You also recall where the well is, Gimner, that has fresh running water, and that there's a way to access the well even from here. or at least access a bucket of well water should you need it. But it would require to leave and go across the courtyard here into the open air.
Probably wait a little dark. It's almost sunlight, sundown. So I'll wait till it gets dark and then.
All right. And there's also a barrel of water in the upper tower over here as well. I think that Taz hauled that sucker up. I think we did the math on how much that thing probably weighed. Was it 400 pounds, Taz?
I think we actually did, right?
It was something ridiculous.
Yeah, that's where Gimner will go. Go to the barrel on the tower.
Okay, so you
He's
can
got
kind of.
griffins on the brain, so he'll be on lookout up there.
So you're going to separate from the party. You're going to come through over here, go up the tower to the top tower. That large barrel is still there. There's got the window slits looking out and some more opportunities to look up. You are able to safely traverse across the. You also went outside. You didn't see anything. You didn't hear anything, including anything with a ring. Nothing happened, and you make it to the tower. So you're in the tower. You found the barrel of water. Elisar, Taz, and Harlan, are you guys going to take a long rest in this chamber?
Yeah.
You're going to attempt to take a long rest, I should say, in this chamber?
Attempt.
Okay.
I'll tell my
Alright.
zombie just to like keep an eye out at the doors.
Okay. Your zombie will stand watch for how many hours? You got him for 24?
Yes, he'll stay up as long as he can.
Okay. He probably will be down by the time you wake up.
Okay.
At some point in the night, he will collapse back into the great sleep of infinite death. and with that, I've got 8 o'clock. Shall we call it a night and then meet up in person with you in the
Thursday.
tower?
Next
Set.
Thursday at the castle.
Let's do it. Thursday at the castle.
I want to double check that I have it in my calendar, right? Next
Okay.
Thursday, and we said we're starting at 5.
I thought earlier because we're ending at 7. Is that right? Or it's up to you guys.
Because we're not
4:30?
we're not doing a meal while we're there.
Correct. So
Right.
4:30 to 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've got. 4:30 to 7. But it really, guys, it's anytime y'all want.
That's great. That's good. That works.
That works for
Okay.
me.
4:30 to 7. So we'll get there. We'll get there at 4:30.
Yep.
Or somewhere between 4 and 4:30.
Yes.
I don't want
Yeah.
Doors will be
impose.
open.
Okay.
Nice. Love it.
Good, gentlemen.
Yeah, bring your mask and we'll do it in person next
I
week.
got my mask
USA. Yeah, we got masks. Cool.
and my vaccinated bloodstream and immunized system, and we
Right
will
on.
be there. So
We're
that's
all
tomorrow.
fully vaxxed and ready to go.
Woohoo! All right, gentlemen.
All right. Till next week.
You guys got some treasure. You discovered some things, and we'll see you guys here next week. Well, there next week.
That's right.
All right,
See
guys.
y'all.
Take it easy. Bye,
Have a
everybody.
good day, guys.